Greetings and welcome back to Project Zomboid Risen Dead, a custom sandbox with a modified hydrograph. Now if you notice I've got highly critical damage up there, that's because I got distracted and hit one of the light poles, broke the front window, and lodged some glass shards in my right forearm. I stopped and removed the glass shards. I just hit that and knocked myself down to terminal. I stopped and removed the glass shards and stitched up the wound, and then I'm trying to drive up here to get some food and rest. There's a zombie here I got to deal with. Because of my damage, I was severely encumbered, so I had to leave like the shotgun and stuff in the back seat. Let me get that out of my hands and deal with this person. Now, I recorded this episode with my mic muted, so all of this dialogue is added after the fact. But yeah, I'm terminal damage, but if you watch my bar, I am slowly healing a little bit. But I will heal much faster with rest and with sleep. So I'm going to go up here and try to rest. And I think I heard a zombie beating on something. So I'm not going to be able to sleep because they're going to end up breaking a barricade. And let me see if I can find some food real quick. All I got here is liquor. And I've got the snack tarts are in my camping pack, which is in the damn car. So yeah, there's no food in here. I'm going to have to check and see if I'll rest first, and then I'll have to check my mini fridge. Yep, they just broke down a couple of barricades. So I'm not going to be able to sleep, and I'm extremely sleepy. So I need to heal up some. At least I got up to highly critical from terminal. Let me see if I got some food to help my healing. Yeah, I've got a pie slice, so I'll eat about half of this. Yeah, they're right beneath me. Yeah, I'm debating whether or not to eat the whole thing. And to help, and I can't rest again since I just rested, but what I can do is just speed up time. So I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I was debating eating the whole pie slice just to boost my healing rate, and it'll set me back on weight loss, but that's fine. Alright, so I'm healing fairly well with it sped up. There, I'm at very severe. That should be enough to deal with the zombies downstairs, so they don't demolish too many of my barricades. So yeah, let's go see how many we have down here. Yeah, they got that barricade. They got half of that one farther down. And they demolished the door. And I don't see any zombies here. And I'm not getting nimbleness, so yeah, they must have moved on from here. Maybe they're in the library area. I'll go check that. And I'll sneak just, even though I'm not getting nimbleness or sneaking right now, this does help me know when I'm near them. I don't guess there's any in here. Nope. They must have moved on after breaking down the barricade. There's one that just came in through the window. We'll deal with him. Or her. I think it's a him. Yeah, it's a him. Alright. Check and see if there's any more out front here. I do not see any. But I can get the stuff out of my... I am getting light-footed, though. There is one nearby somewhere. And one of the watch alarms is going off. But yeah, I should be, now that I'm healed up enough, be able to put up this stuff. Let me put these tweezers back in the first aid. It already has tweezers, so that must be the ones out of my fanny pack. So yeah, let's put the first aid kit back up. Tweezers in the fanny pack. grab this other stuff. And I thought I was on the horse inventory, so I'm going to have to move all of that stuff out of my main inventory. Because it's going to make me severely encumbered, the shotgun especially. There we go. Now I'm not taking damage when I move, at least. And I'm really debating just eating the rest of this pie slice. Yeah, it'll screw up my weight gain. But I'm healing a little bit now, even sneaking around, so I think it'll work out just fine. And now that the zombies are dealt with, I can actually sleep, because I am dead tired. But once I get healed up, since this wound was caused by glass lodged into my wound, there's no risk of any real infection, even though I disinfected it. I mean, well, yeah, there's no risk of a zombie infection, but I have it disabled in this game anyway. But there is a risk of the wound getting infected, which is why I disinfected it. But it should heal up just fine. But I'm going to go ahead and sleep and then cut out. Alright. So as you see, my horse is bugged again. I healed up completely overnight, did my exercise routine, and cleaned all the blood off of me and washed up and cleared out some of my inventory. But yeah, I'm going to, actually I got to go back because I forgot something. And as you see, I'm now carrying the snack tarts on my horse. Yeah, I was coming back to show you the horse was bugged. And I needed the auger, because what we're going to do is set up a quarry so we can set up a kiln, so we can start making bricks and set up a smelter and start on the metalworking, or actually smithing for hydrocraft. It'll consume the auger to make the quarry, and then I will have to anchor the quarry. Let me get rid of, I don't have any, oh, I'm not on my main inventory. But it'll consume the auger to make a quarry, and I have to anchor the quarry to be able to actually gather clay from it. What did I forget? Oh, the pallet of red bricks. Yeah, I already had a pallet of red bricks, and I needed the clay as well. Once I get the kiln set up, I can start actually making things. And I need 50 clay, I think it is, to make the kiln. And I think each bag of red clay is 20. So I'm closer on the gray clay. After I get the quarry made, I just need about 10 gray clay, and I'll be able to put together a kiln, which will allow me to make bricks. In hindsight, I didn't really need to make the bricks, because I didn't realize at the time that a pallet of red bricks is 100 bricks. So I've got more than enough to make the smelter. But this is still something I will eventually need set up to be able to make things like the ingot molds and stuff like that. But we're going to place it over here. And I'm going to drop the auger so that I can make it on the ground and it doesn't break my back. And we are going to dig a quarry. Now this takes a while, so I'm just going to speed it up. There we go. And it's pretty large, and it has the same graphics glitch as the junkyard, where things can hide in it, basically. But I'm going to relocate it. Let's put it on the horse and center it there. And then we'll drop it and anchor it once it's dropped. Now once you anchor it, you're not going to be able to move it again, but it has to be anchored. There's the anchor option. Has to be anchored to get the functionality out of it. Now I can dig clay, or shovel clay. So yeah, let's just do it until I find 10 gray clay, or if I find more red clay, I'd stop when I had about 30 red clay. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to get the 10 gray clay first. And I'm getting foraging experience for doing this. There, 10 gray clay, I can stop. I'm also severely encumbered. Didn't even think of that. Let's put that on the horse real quick. That's going to take a while to transfer, actually. And I could be moving while I'm transferring this into my pack. But I believe moving while you're seriously encumbered increases the damage you take. Now let's put the shovel up. I don't see the shovel, so it must not have put the shovel in my main inventory to use it. Yeah, it's still on the horse, right there. And now let's make a kiln. Now another thing in hindsight, I should have dropped the stuff on the ground and right-clicked on it from the ground instead of using the recipe here. But I'm going to clear out the anchor recipes because they're easy to do. You just right-click on the item while it's on the ground to anchor it. And I've got a quarry, so I don't need another one really. And also, it's another thing you can right-click on an item to do. So there wasn't really much need. Alright, now the blast furnace requires the entire excuse me, pallet of red bricks, but it requires so much more I don't have yet. Now the kiln just requires 50 clay. So we're going to put the gray clay on the ground. And open both of these bags. Now they don't unpack on the ground. It's actually going to put in my inventory. But what I should have done is right-clicked on the gray clay that was still on the ground, and it would have consumed the stuff in my inventory to make the kiln. But instead I used the recipe, which was a mistake, because it picked all of that up while I'm already seriously encumbered and made it in my inventory. So I have to drop it really quick. Not the lighter, the kiln. There we go. Now I have to anchor it as well. And I was wondering if this is where I want it, but I guess it is. So there. Now it turns into a container with a capacity of 130. And from the outside, you can right-click on it and have functionality. I don't have anything to use in it right now, so there's not really anything I can do. Because a kiln requires charcoal to use. Now let's put the red clay on the ground. I can make clay tablets without the kiln, but to make anything with the clay, really, I'm going to need charcoal. And let's just actually store it in the kiln. Yeah, it holds 130, so that's fine. But yeah, I don't really have the functionality with it right now because I don't have the fuel for the kiln. But I can remove these recipes now. And I just had them on favorite so I knew the ingredients for them, which was fairly easy. You know, it's just 50 clay of one particular color. But yeah, for the smelter, I'm going to need a mason trowel and either mortar or a wooden bucket with concrete. So I don't think I've seen any concrete powder to date, or if I have, I know I don't think I brought any back. Mortar, I'm not familiar with. I don't think I've ever made mortar before. But yeah, let's head inside and see if I have... Oh yeah, there's the pallet of red bricks. I should have left that over at the kiln as well. But yeah, let's look up that, and apparently my caps lock key is on. Alright, unpack. Yeah, it's 100 red brick. So I've got plenty of red brick to make the thing. Of course, when I upgrade to the blast furnace, I am going to need to replace the bricks I use. So I will eventually need to have made 50 more brick to replace the ones I plan on using with the smelter. But yeah, I probably should have left the pallet of red bricks out there. But right now, it's on the horse, not causing me any encumbrance. But yeah, we're going to go check for concrete powder. Let me check and see. Always take off filter all first, otherwise it's going to lag the crap out of your machine because it's going to try and load up every recipe. But yeah, let's check for mortar and see what we need for it. gray clay, limestone, lard, and a grindstone. Alright, I can get lard from corpses. Limestone and the grindstone I'm not familiar with, so rather than messing with that, I think a better option is to actually look for the concrete powder. Lard I think I can get from zombie corpses, but yeah, to make the wooden bucket I need a wooden ring. I've got a flint tip built bow drill, so I've got that part covered, and I've got a saw, and I can just need planks and a wooden ring basically to complete it. I've got everything else. Now for the wooden ring, I just need a wood block, and I have some of them upstairs as well. So all I really need at this point is planks. So we're going to go up here and gather what we need to chop down a few trees. We're also going to need a bunch of planks to replace all the barricades. So we're going to do some lumbering. Had a bit of lag there bringing up the recipe. Excuse me, I keep making hiccups. So yeah, just the wooden ring and the planks. And I don't have any planks there. There's my flint tip bow drill. I'll go ahead and grab that. I'm going to need rope. And I need one more. I can go ahead and make the wooden ring. And then put the saw and the wooden ring back on the horse. So now all I need are 2 planks. So let's get some lumber. I got some ropes in here. Yeah, I only need 2 planks, so 1 log would actually do, but I'm going to need more for the barricades. I was planning on just going to get a 4 stack of logs and just have the extra rope to use it up, but yeah, I decided let's go ahead and get the pallet and get all of my ropes and just bring a pallet back up here to use with the sawbuck. Now I probably could have just taken the sawbuck down with me and set it up down there, so I didn't have to walk all the way back up here. But this is where I store most of my stuff anyway, tool-wise. So I kind of like having the sawbuck up in the carpentry room. Got my wood axe equipped now, so we're just going to go down here and do a little bit of lumberjacking. Speed this up a little. Check for zombies in the nearby vicinity. Don't see any, so we can speed back up. And clear out some more of these trees right here so they can't hide close to my base. Alright, that'll give me 4 log stack. Yeah, at first I was going to saw them right here, and then I remembered using the sawbuck was more efficient. So that's when I decided to go ahead and take it up there. Since I am going to need more anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and cut down enough to make an entire pallet. And it does not take long to chop down the trees with a wood axe. That's actually the most efficient weapon or a tool to do lumbering with. And I should have just done grab all. I mean loot all, but instead I grabbed everything individually. I'm going to need 1 more tree to have enough for a pallet, because it's 3 4-log stacks to make a pallet. Now I'm just going to go ahead and loot all of these so I can get closer to where the other 2 logs are. And bundle them together. Okay, I don't have the option to make a pallet, so what am I missing for it? Let's check. It'd be under carpentry, I believe. Yeah, general just has the ingots and stuff. It's not under survivalist. It's under carpentry. Alright, I need a thick rope. And to make a thick rope, you use 3 regular rope. So I will just scroll to my rope and make a thick rope. Just 1. Now I can pack these into a pallet. And it drops their weight drastically for moving them around. Now that's one thing I have been thinking about. It is kind of unreasonable, in my opinion, for a person to, I mean, I know it's for efficiency in the game, for a person to be carrying around an entire pallet of lumber. So I think it should reduce the weight for storage purposes, but be something you still can't carry. You know, so that you can actually store pallets of lumber. So that pallets should actually be more like containers, I think. So that's something I would consider. Now I can understand bundling, like the 4 log stacks and all, making it where it's more efficient to carry it. But yeah, it just seems a little unreasonable to me, a person carrying around an entire pallet of lumber. Now, if they had pallet jacks or forklifts that you could operate and stuff like that in the game, then yeah, I could see those being a means of moving them around. So that's probably something I won't include in my personal mod. I'll make use of it in Hydrocraft because it does make resource gathering a lot more efficient. Let's toss these cigarette butts and go make us some planks. Yeah, I'm still injured from when I was severely over encumbered. There's my sawbuck. And let's find a place to actually set it down. Over here, where it's nice and centralized between the containers. Where is it? There it is. Let's just drop it here and leave it here. That way we can interact with it. Now we're going to need to go ahead and drop our pallet of logs here and then unstack it, which is going to put the pallet and the ropes in our inventory, so we'll need to clear them out. Not right click, left click. There we go. Alright, so now we can unstack all of these. That'll give us 12 logs. And right click on the sawbuck and each log will turn into 4 wooden planks. Which means that 1 log will entirely barricade a window. Let's go ahead and yeah, let's just make 1 more for now. And now I should be able to make the wooden bucket from here. Yep, there it is. There we go. Got everything out into my inventory. And we have a wooden bucket. So now I just need a bag of concrete powder, and I can just put everything but the saw up. I'm going to need the saw again. Bag of concrete powder, and I can make a bucket of concrete powder and put together the smelter. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do all of these and then bundle them into stacks and put them on a pallet so that we can go around and barricade all the windows. I think I'll probably end up having to do more lumberjacking to get all of the broken windows around here and the doors. I don't think I can make the double doors just yet. To make a second pallet, I'd need 4 wood blocks. But I don't think this is going to give me a second pallet. This is barely going to give me a pallet's worth, I think. Just a little more than a pallet's worth. I don't really need the second pallet just yet. Now, in the future, that would allow me to do a lot more harvesting. But, yeah, let's just bundle this up and make 1 pallet's worth. And then we can carry the planks and the pallet of lumber and go re-barricade some of our openings just so this place isn't as wide open. And then we'll have to go around checking for concrete powder. I also think I need a mason trowel. I don't know if I've got one in here. Okay, for the concrete powder, no, not that one, the make concrete one. Yeah, I just need water and a bag of concrete powder. I'd need a grindstone and concrete ingots to make my own concrete powder. But yeah, let's see if we've got any over here. None in this container. Yeah, that's just that it's not in that container. The middle container is just yeah, that's all electrical stuff. That other container is just like wood glue and stuff. That's my weights, that's my weapons. Yeah, I don't have concrete powder. I may have spotted it somewhere and not picked it up, but I'll remember in the future games to hang on to one because I will need it. But yeah, let's get this back area secure. And I probably should have grabbed a couple of hinges and a doorknob for that door. Lag spike. Now there's some point here where I was watching where the audio started to get out of sync. I don't know if it's just because I was uploading something in the background or if something had happened with this file when I merged it. But I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, I'm still hearing that zombie in the elevator shaft. All of this for a sledgehammer. Okay, yeah, the audio is still perfect right now. But yeah, let's go up and get 2 hinges and a doorknob to replace that door. Now, I can actually put regular doors in double door slots, but it looks bad. I think it still does prevent zombies from coming through, so I may do that since it'll be a while before I get my carpentry up to the point where I can make double doors. I think you need carpentry of 6. And I missed the stairs. How did I do that? Alright, so yeah, let's make this door. Right there. So at least this hallway is secured again. And that gives about 2 points of carpentry experience. Yeah, at the point I'm at now, I need lots and lots of carpentry experience. So it's going to take a while for me to build up my experience. I was checking to see how many planks I had left. It looks like I have none, so I'm actually going to have to unpack the pallet. See, I've got to do 4 windows here. I'll have 1 plank left over from one of the... Actually, no, I'll have more than 1 plank left over. So yeah, it's actually going to end up taking 2 lumber stacks. One will get the 3 broken, the 3 windows that have nothing. I'm going to have to open another one to get the last window. I forgot to move the sawdust out, and I don't need the saw anymore. Alright, get over here and unpack one of these, and I've still got the bag of red clay on me. unpack one of these lumber stacks and barricade this window. Let's just put it all on here so it's a little bit faster. Although I think it's more efficient to actually equip them as secondary from the ground as you do it. So yeah, I might end up doing that in the future. Because yeah, it takes a while to get it out of my pack and then equip it secondary, compared to picking up off the ground. I think is a little faster than pulling it out of a container. And I had to pick it up off the ground and then pull it out of a container. So yeah, it's a little bit more efficient to just throw the lumber on the ground and equip secondary from there, or leave it on the ground when you unpack the stack. Yeah, now I don't mind packing up the lumber stacks or packing up the logs into 4-log stacks. It's just when you start combining the packing of doing things like pallets. And yeah, it's really efficient for hydrocraft, and it's something you should make use of in hydrocraft. But when it comes to me completing my mod, which will probably still take years at the progress I'm going, that's not something I will really include. I would much rather include things like hand dollies and stuff that you can load up with stuff, rather than packing it into pallets to carry around. Or make pallets containers that'll hold more than, say, 50 space. Kind of like that kiln will hold 130. You can make pallets fairly large containers for being able to store lumber or stuff like that. Alright, yeah. Let's equip that secondary. And then barricade. And it's a little bit more fiddly this way, but game time wise, it's more efficient. Actual time wise, probably not. Because you can speed up picking them all up and, you know, just speed up the entire process of barricading. But yeah, we're going to have to put the other 9 on here when we go to a new area. I think while we're out here, I should probably check and see if the kitchen door has been broken, and then go out and see if there's concrete powder in that building over there. Yeah, I know there's several shelves. Yeah, there's no zombies out here. I have no idea what they did after they broke my windows, or broke my barricades, but they broke my barricades and freaking moved on. Let's clean up this broken glass and remove the broken glass from the windows. I was looking to see what it takes to barricade with metalwork, but apparently you have to have the materials on you for the option to show up. Just like you have to have lumber on you for the option to barricade with wooden planks. Okay, that one I've already cleared up. But yeah, I believe it's metal sheets, the actual full-size metal sheets. I've got a lot of small metal sheets, but I don't think I have many large ones yet. And I still have not unlocked these doors. Damn it. Or cleaned out the glass from those windows, but at least this door's open. And I saw a zombie in the hedge there. That may be one of the ones that broke down my barricades. Alright, no, there's another axe in here. No concrete powder in these shelves. Plenty of tools and weapons. Alright, copper pipes, empty camping pack. Charcoal. I will grab that because you need charcoal for the kiln. So that is something I can do now. Since I found some charcoal, I can start using the kiln. Now the kiln can also make charcoal, which we'll check out a little later. Let's put the nails in our camping pack. But yeah, no concrete powder here. I could probably check some of the nearby houses, their garages, but yeah, let's deal with this idiot. Now, it's kind of dangerous going through these trees and area because I could get ambushed, but I didn't see any zombies when I was coming around the building in the first place. I think this is the only guy in the immediate vicinity. Yeah, here's where the audio is getting out of sync. You hear the hit before I animate for it. Yeah, man, he died. You heard the death sound before I even started swinging. And I do not understand why the audio got out of sync for this video. Maybe I was uploading in the background when I was recording, or uploading in the background when I was merging the video, and doing my video editing, and that may have caused issues with it. I'm not sure. That's something I gotta keep an eye out on for future videos. Alright, so let's see what options we have down at the kiln, now that I actually have some charcoal on me. And I probably could have done the walk 2 to speed this up. Let's have a smoke. No, you don't get the options from here. You've got to click on it on the ground here. Alright, now I have options. Oh, I can make charcoal. I must have some... oh yeah, I've got wooden planks on me. That's what it is. But yeah, how many wooden planks? Yeah, red bricks need 5 clay. I've got 9 down there. Now, I am going to have to make enough to replace the ones I'm using. So I might as well make use of some of the red clay I've got. There's a pallet of bricks. And the bags of red clay, which if I open up is going to... charcoal is 3 planks to make 1 charcoal. Now charcoal has 16 units, and every unit is 30 minutes of burn time as fuel. And you can use it in campfires and various things like that. Let's go ahead and leave the charcoal here in the kiln. And let's go finish barricading over in this section here. We've got 5 windows right here. It looks like I've got some vines growing on one of the windows. And then we've got 2 more windows up there to barricade. I should get 3 of these, or at least 2 full and 1 partial with what I've already got. And then I've got, I think, 1 more lumber stack, which will give me about 3 more windows. Yeah, that'll, actually I may have to open it up on this one. Nope, I had 1 more. This one I'll only get a few on, maybe just 1. And yes, I've got to drop the lumber stack and open it up, or unpack it. And then I should be able to get these 3 windows and 1 more plank left over. Now, the one problem with doing it this way is you got to wait till you have a plank in your inventory to get the option to barricade. Now, one thing I would like to do with my mod is modify the Lua for this to make it where you can barricade with lumber on the ground. That way it'll do the process a little smoother. If it's on the ground, it'll auto pick it up for you. Or just kind of like, I mean, you can do a lot of carpentry from the ground. You can build the log walls from the ground. You just have to have, you know, 4 logs and 4 dirty rags or ripped sheets in the vicinity, and it will consume them and put up, equip your hammer. I guess maybe because it equips the plank in your offhand. And I'll just go ahead and pick that another one up. That way I can do it this way and still have the option. So I can go ahead and right click now to get the barricade option. I missed the right click. But yeah, since I've got a plank in my inventory, I can right click early, which I keep forgetting to do. And I've got 1 plank left. I put my last plank on this window here. And there's a zombie outside. And you better not break the plank I just put up there. Let's get out our crowbar and go deal with this idiot. Leave that alone. I just put it up. How the hell did you even get here? Were you in the bathroom or something? Yeah, you can see the audio is quite out of sync for this combat. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Close. Stop it. Alright, bring it up here. There. Sorry about that. Alright, so, we're out of planks. I'm counting windows I still have to do. There's 2 windows there, 3, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more windows, that's 10 more planks, so I basically need another pallet of logs. That'll give me some extra planks to be able to throw up some doors or something. Yeah, what else did I need for the turn off filter all, close that out. What else did I need for the, it was a mason trowel, right? Yeah. While I'm passing by here, I want to double check and see if I've got them in my inventory. And I actually only really need the favorited recipes to be able to quickly check ingredients. It is a lot better to right-click on items and use the custom menu. And no, I do not have a mason trowel. I have a regular trowel. Or a farming trowel, I guess it is. Yeah. Alright, I've got some stuff to put up. I do not have any, yeah, let's make, not there, let's make a note on our sheet of paper of what all we're going to need. Let's see, we need a masonry trowel. We need a bag of concrete powder. We need steel working, a sledgehammer and the steel working textbook, so that I can actually make steel rods so that I can start upgrading some things. That's one of the few textbooks I haven't found in this playthrough. I've had other playthroughs where I find it almost immediately. Now let's grab some of these books, these spare books, and see if we can't turn them into charcoal or something. Let's just grab a whole bunch from the bottom here. Let's see, up through mechanics for beginners. And see what we can do with these now that we have a kiln. If we could turn this paper into charcoal. Now, in hindsight, again, a smarter way to do this would have been to actually look up the recipes for making it and saving myself a trip. And walk 2 does not like going to down floors. Yeah, it's not letting me path there because I can't see it yet. The minute I get on the stairs, I have the walk 2 available. Alright, let's see if I can make charcoal now. Now I've got to go back to looking at the floor so I can right-click on the actual kiln. No options. All right, now that I'm close enough to see all the other things, I have the clay options, but still no charcoal option. So I'll do what I should have done in the first place and look up the recipes for charcoal. So we can make it with logs, planks, notchwood planks, wood blocks, scrap wood, sturdy sticks, tree branches, pool cues, twigs, tar sticks, sheets, ripped sheets, sheets of paper, magazines, books, newspapers, dollar bills, all the various dollar bills, fur of the different branches you can find, and leaves, barks, grasses, corn cobs, coal, cow poop, corpses. Yeah, bone charcoal is a thing. And mamigolite. Now that is a real interesting thing. Mamigolite is made from rice husks. That was something a Japanese company made to try and cut down on the deforestation, because rice husks weren't used much. So they made mamigolite bricks from grinding rice husks. But yeah, so I can make charcoal out of corpses. So let's grab a couple of corpses here and throw them on the horse. I'll need to go to my main inventory. Now, one thing I would like to do as well is kind of clean up the recipes there. Because instead of having so many recipes where you list the different things, like you need 48 of this, 24 of that, a better thing to do would be to make a recipe where you turn things into kindling. Like all your various books and all of that, you could just make one recipe that says requires one of, and list like sheet of paper, books, all of that, and have it basically through the Lua increase the amount of kindling you get based on the weight of the item or the type of the item, so that books would give more than a sheet of paper basically. But yeah, you get a full stack of charcoal, and let's go ahead and put them in the kiln. You get a full stack of, let's put everything in the kiln. You get a full stack of charcoal per corpse. So it's a way to dispose of corpses. I can clean up a lot of the corpses around here doing that. But with the sheer number of corpses I have, I'm probably not going to turn them all into charcoal. Yeah, because charcoal is 8 pounds, so storing it. I mean, a container that holds 50 spaces, which for me I think will be 65 with organized, I could only fit 8 charcoal in. A regular person could only fit 6. So I'm getting 2 extra storage of charcoal, I believe. Yeah, I believe it's 56. No, it's 7 that a regular person. No, I had it right. Yeah, I can get 2 extra. But anyway, but yeah, I can clean up a lot of these corpses around here and get some charcoal as fuel. Charcoal now has become an infinitely renewable source because you can make it from so many things. So it's probably what I will end up using for campfires and stuff like that. Now, one thing I find out much later is that it's not really efficient to turn scrap wood into charcoal, other than reducing storage space. But we'll call this an episode. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.